Takes, gives. Fear, hope. Uses, helps. Blame, fixes. Commands, asks. A boss, a leader. Two very different things. Now, you all see on the internet, Yahoo News, Bloomberg Business Week, the 7 things that you can do to be a better leader, or the 10 things Steve Jobs did during his leadership. I summed it up for you in 3 character traits. The 3 C's of leadership. Charisma, confidence, compassion. I'm going to say that one more time. Charisma, confidence, compassion. Charisma to get you into that position of leadership. Confidence to maintain it, and compassion so that you can guarantee followers. People who will want to walk with you along the way. Now let's start with the first thing. Charisma. I want you to all think of a president. The most charismatic president that you can think of, that you lived through, besides Obama. Keep it in your head for a minute. Some examples, some people. MLK, Oprah Winfrey, Emma Watson. They're all able to get up in front of a crowd, stand there, deliver their speech. They're able to drive a crowd the way Vin Diesel drives a car. That's what charisma gives you. Charisma gives you control. You're in the steering wheel. Now, the president. Who here thought of Bill Clinton? A couple of you. Bill Clinton. When I was a young kid, when I was still happy with my life, my dad met Bill Clinton. And he said President Clinton would make his way down the aisle, down the row, making introductions, shaking people's hands. And then when he got to you, he would look you in the eye, shake your hand. And that moment right there, that moment felt infinite. Not because he was president of the United States, not because he had power, but because he had charisma. And what he also had was confidence. And that's my second C. If charisma is control, confidence inspires. A story I want to share with you. There's a CEO once, owned company, but he was doubled down in debt. There were creditors on his back, suppliers who needed payment, and he was distraught. You could see it in his eyes. You could see it in the complexion of his skin. And his board team members, his employees saw it in him, and they gave up because he was giving up on the company. And so one day he was sitting at a park, and an old man comes up to him and says, "Son, what's wrong?" And then the CEO shares all his woes. Old man, without saying anything, takes out a check, $500,000, hands it to the CEO, and says, "Next year, this time, this place can be back my money." Now, when the CEO got this check, besides it saying John D. Rockefeller on the bottom, it was strength for him. The fact that it was there gave him power, gave him optimism. He didn't cash it. It was an uncashed check. The next day when he walked back into his boardroom, he had a spring in his step, he had gusto behind his words. And the board team, in the first few weeks, they closed some huge sales. Within the first couple months, they paid back all their debt. And then within the first year, they were back in the green. That day, that next year, same place, same time, he brought back that uncashed check, handed it to John D. Rockefeller, and Rockefeller said, "Man, I wish you brought cash." So, the moral of the story here, confidence. As he was confident with his board members, it inspires people. Now, the next point, if charisma gives you control, confidence inspires. Compassion is the one that empowers people. I was the captain of this team called Odyssey of the Mind. OM for short. I was the captain for 4 years. For those of you who know what it is, the entire sole purpose of OM is to make it to World's Finals. Regional competition, state competition, World Finals. You get 9 months as a high schooler to work on one solution. Our solution was to make a car without wheels. It's all based on creativity. And the first year we did it, I was a terrible leader. I stood on people's backs. I micromanaged. I didn't care as much as I should have. And guess what happened? We lost. Second year, you think I learned from my mistakes, but I didn't. And we lost again, last place. And to top it all off, 2 of my team members left. Third time's a charm, right? Wrong. Wrong for me, at least. We lost again. And this time, 2 more team members left for the other competitor's team. And I was like, what is happening? What am I doing wrong? The 2 people that were left, I asked them, you guys are my friends. I want to win. I want to win with you guys. Help me become a better leader. You know what they said? You have to care. You have to care about the people on your team. And so 4th and final year, senior year, I saw people more than just the work that they were doing. I saw them for my friends. I got them lunch. I made sure they were well rested. And most of all, I played Super Smash Bros. With them. And that right there is amazing team bonding. First at regionals, first at states, third at worlds against countries like China, India, Canada. If charisma gives you control and confidence inspires, compassion empowers. A quote I like to live by when it comes to leadership. Leaders, good leaders, don't create other followers, they create other leaders. And to sum it all up, a good leader will have charisma. A great leader will have confidence. But the very best leaders will have compassion. And so let me ask you now, are you ready to lead? Thank you.